Hi everyone. Tonight we're going to be working on multiplying fractions and whole numbers. Let's start with the unlock the problem. Charlene has 5 1-pound bags of different color sand. For an art project, she will use 3/8 pound of each bag of sand to create a colorful sand art jar. How much sand will be in Charlene's sand art jar? Well, first we can look at multiplying a fraction by a whole number with a model. So the first thing we would need to do is shade the model to show 5 groups of 3/8. So if we shade, we're shading 3 of the 8ths in each box. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So that shows that I've shaded 3/8 5 different times. Now we can rearrange the shaded pieces to fill as many holes as possible. I've shaded 15 boxes, so I'm going to start 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And again, I knew 15 because I shaded 15 boxes up here. I'm just rearranging them to make whole numbers. So now I have 15 of my 8ths that are shaded, which if we rearrange as a whole number, that's the same as 1 and 7/8. And you can see that 1 and 7/8 in our model right here. We have 1 hole shaded and then 7 out of the 8 shaded over here. Now let's see how we can find the product without using a model. Think, I need 5 groups of 3/8 pieces. So I have 5 times 3/8. To do this, I want to make my whole number a fraction. And in order to do that, I can put it over 1. So instead of just writing 5, I'm going to write it as a fraction of 5 over 1. Remember, this is the same as saying 5 divided by 1. And 5 divided by 1 does equal 5. So I'm not changing the value at all. Now I can multiply. 5 times 3, right here, is 15. And 1 times 8, right here, is 8. So there's my 15/8. If I want to make it into a mixed number, as I said before, this is the same as saying 15 divided by 8, which would be 1 and 7/8. Now I found the product without making a model. Let's see another example. Kirsten brought in 5 loaves of sliced bread to make sandwiches for the class picnic. Her classmates used 1/3 of the bread. How many loaves of bread were used? First, let's use a model to separate 5 loaves of bread into 1/3. Let's shade 1/3 of each of the loaves. So here's a third, here's a third, here's a third, 1/3, 1/3. Now we can rearrange the pieces to make 5 loaves. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 1 and 2/3 full loaves. Now because you see the pencil symbol on this page, I want you to draw this model to show how we can break up 5 loaves into 1/3 pieces. We can also use the equation to find the same answer. So if I did 5 times 1/3, again I'm going to put my 5 over my 1, which is equivalent to 5. 5 times 1 is 5. I'm multiplying straight across. 1 times 3 is 3. I have 5/3. If I change that into a mixed number, it's 1 and 2/3. So I've shown this first as a model here, and then using an equation here. Let's try some more examples using the equation. I have 6 times 3/4. So I'm going to rewrite this as 6/1 times 3/4. I'm going to multiply across. So 6 times 3 is 18. 1 times 4 is 4. We have an improper fraction that we need to change to a mixed number. If I change this, I get 4 and 2/4, which you know you have to simplify, so that's going to be the same as 4.5. Let's check out another example. We have 3/10 times 9/1. 3 times 9 is 27. 10 times 1 is 10. Again, it's an improper fraction, so I'm going to change it to a mixed number. So we have 2 and 7/10. That one's already in simplest form, so I can leave it alone. Since you see the pencil, go ahead and copy these 2 examples into your notes. Finally, it's time to summarize with your line of learning. In your journal, explain, using sentences, how to find the product of 3/8 times 24. Then, go take your quiz on Canvas. Good luck. Have a good night.